Hello and happy Wednesday. Excuse me, welcome to another episode of Facebook Live, and we're really excited that you can meet with us today. Today we're starting out from our new location and we're really excited about it. We get to be closer together, but we still get to help everyone feel better, so we're super pumped for that. We have lots of lights around us and lots of really great views and sun, and it's just awesome. So look for our new address, and then let's see, we have some upcoming events to go over. We have next Friday is our first time we get to go up to Iowa, and Laura's going to help me out, make sure I'm doing this. Is it okay? Up louder? Okay. We are going up to Iowa next Friday and giving our first talk about what we do with wellness with Dr. Bergman and his crew. So we should have another Facebook Live we're going to do that night with that discussion, and we'll air it both on this channel as well as air it on their social media channel. And we'll give you a little tour of what the mansion, the Bergman Mansion, looks like when we're there, so you know where we'll also be spending some of our time. So we're excited about that. And then in a couple weekends, we get to also go talk again at the Circle S Ranch for another retreat. So we're excited at the end of June to do that. We also, next week, I believe, also get to go to Lawrence Country Club and help in a man's golf tournament and get to help with IVs and with B12. So we're excited about that. And then we look forward to having other opportunities with other wellness businesses in town to work with them and work together to try and bring wellness to everyone. So we're excited to have those opportunities, and we'll talk about them as they get closer together. So today what I was going to talk about is, I was thinking about this, it gets warm, people go outside and start doing lots of fun things. And we talk about wellness, but and how do you make wellness? And sometimes we have fun activities, which might be like vacation or when we're splurging a little bit. So how could we feel not so bad when we're doing those splurges? So that's kind of the subject I thought of our Facebook Live today, is things that you can do when you may be enjoying the outdoors, the summer, and the heat, to not feel so bad when you recuperate the next morning. So, or if you love to exercise super ton and you're out in the heat and getting really hot and asking a lot of your body, how can you rejuvenate it a little faster? So this is my rebuttal to that, and here we go. So where I really want to start with is the mitochondria. And we all have to have that memory of what it was like in biology class in grade school when they talk about the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell. So I took a picture on my iPad so that you could see a mitochondria, just in case you forgot what it looked like. So hopefully you see the mitochondria. So every part of our body has a cell, and every cell needs to make energy. And if that mitochondria can't make energy, you will be more tired. So wouldn't it be super cool if you wanted to help every cell be good simply by making your mitochondria work better? It's so easy, right? Well, in the summer months, we may like to go outside and indulge a little bit with some more alcoholic beverages. Not everyone, but some people may embrace that. And so with that and the heat, you could feel super tired the next day and not your best. So if I was going to help my mitochondria recover a little bit, how would I do that? Okay, part number one. This is multivitamin. So this multivitamin, we private labeled Orthomolecular's MitoCore. Here the mitochondria. So this helps with phase 1, phase 2 conjugation of the liver, which is a fancy way of saying, hey, your liver gets out goo, help it get better goo out. So on the back of the label, it'll tell you take 4 a day, but I'll encourage folks to take just like 2 a day. Well, if you're actively trying to recover, take 4 a day. But you could, over the summertime, which you should probably do this all the time anyway, take 2 a day. But if you needed special help from your beautiful liver, take 4. So this will make your urine turn a little yellow. Turning yellow doesn't mean there's anything bad. It just means that it's actually normal and it's coming out of your urine. So that's actually a good sign. So this is one thing that you could do every day, and you should probably do every day anyway, because it'll just help you get better. Okay, so think about this, our multivitamin, MitoCore. Now, this also, this though doesn't have a few of these other ingredients. And so this other ingredients that I'm going to talk about, and where I got this concept, is there's a functional medicine cardiologist I would listen to when I was in my functional medicine tract. And he would talk about how he helped your heart do better by simply giving some supplements. Because your heart's just a pump and your blood vessels are the pipes. So you want your pump to be able to pump as many times over and feel the least amount of stress. And if you help that pump have more energy, it pumps more effectively. So how he helped the mitochondria of the heart was using the following mixture. So I did have a water bottle, but I left it behind. So imagine my water bottle. Sometimes over the summer, what I'll do is I'll put my little Crystal Light packet in my water bottle, but I will mix the following ingredients in there. I'll put some taurine, 1.5 grams taurine. Number 2 is D-ribose, 5 grams a day. And number 3 is glutamine powder, which is 4 milligrams. So if you were to go to the health food store and buy all those powders individually, you just mix them all up and it makes a lot of little white powder. Then I dump it into my water bottle with my Crystal Light and shake it up. So that is my mitochondrial energy drink. And the other thing I would probably add is a CoQ10. So the normal dose of CoQ10 for the normal run-of-the-mill guy or gal is 100 milligrams. But every time you take a medicine that affects your mitochondria, you have to take an extra. So those people who are on lipid-lowering agents like any statin should probably be taking 200 milligrams of CoQ10 a day. Now you'll hear about ubiquinone, ubiquinol as being a higher pure form of CoQ10, and I just try to simplify it because I don't want to spend more on a supplement that may not be needed. I just like to have balance. So whether you take CoQ10, ubiquinol, ubiquinone, I don't try to be too particular about what form, but just know that if you have, if you're on particular medications, you may need to take more than one. Now CoQ10 is a little bit more expensive, where these bottles can cost anywhere from $40 to $50 depending on your vendor. So we also have another bottle, and I love to be super thrifty, and another bottle from Orthomolecular, and it's CoQ10 300 milligrams. So think about that. If you're taking 300 milligrams of CoQ10, but you don't have to take it as regular basis, you really brought down that cost of CoQ10. So just know that CoQ10 helps your cells produce better energy too. And that's how it helps with heart function, because you read about CoQ10 and cardiac function all the time. But basically, it's just helping your mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell, be stronger and work better, so it can produce energy better. But don't limit your mind with just CoQ10. Look at all of this other stuff. So just know that, I'm chewing gum, but I'll take a CoQ10 with the taurine, D-ribose, and glutamine powder, and it really helps your body not feel so bad. So, this helps with phase 1, phase 2 conjugation of the liver. When one was to drink alcohol, it is metabolized by your liver. So if you help your liver, it likes it. So that's what this does. And then what these things do is these help your mitochondria in every cell also do better. So those powders, sometimes if I was going to consume an alcoholic beverage on the boat in my prior lifetime, what I would do is I would actually mix CoQ10 and this together and shake it up. And that would be kind of how I would consume that, because I know alcohol is a toxin actually to my body, and it's probably best not to do it at all. But if I was going to do it, I give my body a little bit of assistance so it doesn't feel so bad when I do that. It's probably a horrible thing to say, but I'm just being honest because I feel like a lot of people will want to know that stuff. So the other thing a patient said this week is she was going on a float trip, and as she continues to walk on this beautiful planet and age, the float trip makes her really tired when she comes home, because you're floating, you're in the sun, it's hot, you're dehydrated, and you also may be consuming a few alcoholic beverages as you float down the river. So your tolerance to those physical extremes and those poisons, if you will, are just a little less the older that we get. So how could we embrace the fun of the float trip and not feel like you had to come home and sleep for a week because you're so physically tired from all the quote-unquote fun that you had? Okay, so let's go back to this again. Take your Mitocore, take your CoQ10, do your special drink, and then you could also come in before you left and pre-hydrate yourself with some B vitamins and IV fluids, because then you're really kind of prepping your body. You're giving it that hydration, those B vitamins, to only say, I love you, beautiful body. We're going to go sit in the sun, and I'm of course going to wear my sunscreen and all my sun gear, but just in case I get too hot, I might indulge a little too much and I get a little dehydrated. If you love your body around those events a little bit more, it usually doesn't feel near as bad. So it just doesn't have to be so hard. And so when that beautiful, wonderful, amazing patient was telling me about her float trip, she's going to come in and do that before she goes on her float trip, just to get her body in a little better position so she feels better when she comes home. So this talk today is more about how to use a little functional medicine principle to help you in your life as you go through this amazing summer, because as our body ages, the ability to go to physical extremes and consume as many alcoholic beverages as some may gets a little harder on us. So while it's always great to do everything in moderation, these things might help you not feel as bad if you were to experience those experiences. So I I think that today Lauren was in our new location. We've kind of had to move things around a little bit. So today we're keeping Facebook Live a little bit more brief, just because that's just kind of how it's going today. And then, but don't forget to watch us next Wednesday, and we'll have another really fun episode. And then also know that we're going to do a dual episode a week from Friday. And we're going to be at the Bergman Mansion in Des Moines. And we're super excited to go start to help fellow Des Moineans, if you will. I don't know if that's a word, but I made it up. Know wellness and work with Dr. Bergman. And we're really excited about that opportunity. And so I'll walk you around the mansion and show you what it looks like, because it's got a super cool energy about it. So I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget those things we talked about today. We'll have lots of events coming up as we kind of regroup here and moving forward, and we're excited to share those things. So if you have any questions, reach out, and otherwise, I hope you have a great Wednesday.